Good morning. Today on Spotlight, we continue our look inside the crowded Detroit mayoral race. Who will voters select to represent them in the important August primary? Today on our program, we'll talk to former City Council President Sontel Jenkins and current council member Fred Durhal III. It's Sunday, June the 15th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Your slogan is built for this.
Yes.
Is that because you've worn so many different hats, both in the public and private sector, and all of them have prepared you for the job you're now seeking?
Yes, you said it perfectly. That's exactly why. And because we're in Detroit where we build things and we build them well. I'm a product of Detroit, yes.
Why would this be, I guess, the pinnacle of your career?
Yeah. Somebody said to me recently, this is the toughest job in America. Being mayor of Detroit is the toughest job in America. But living in the city of Detroit without a good mayor is pretty tough too. And it's really important to me that our next mayor continues to move this city forward, continues the progress, and does it in a way where all Detroiters feel included.
Of the positions you've had, which one do you think has prepared you most for this?
My most recent position as CEO of the Heat and Warmth Fund, which is a large nonprofit serving struggling families statewide. It prepared me most for this because I was a CEO. So council, being on the legislative branch, prepares you for policy. I passed budgets. I drafted ordinances, which are laws in the city of Detroit. But the mayor has to implement those laws and implement those budgets. And that's what I did as the CEO of the Heat and Warmth Fund. And I was able to do it successfully, providing over $100 million for struggling families across this state.
Ms. Jenkins, how would you keep the growth going that we now currently see in Detroit and make it so that it's balanced for not just the business community, but for that average person in the neighborhoods?
Absolutely. So there are a couple of things. Definitely we have to maintain those strong relationships with business, with philanthropy and nonprofit, but we have to use those relationships and leverage them in our neighborhoods. I would have a strategic master plan which accounts for each of the 7 districts and get input from residents across this city to create commercial corridors in each of the 7 districts. I would also like to have office parks in each of the 7 districts. So for startups and small businesses who can't afford office space, downtown, midtown, Corktown, they can find office space that is affordable for, where the barrier to entry isn't so high, right there in their neighborhoods.
Detroiters are now used to the Duggan administration and what he has done in his most recent administration. Certainly there are administrations before him. How would your administration be different, or would it be pretty much the same?
Well, a lot of things would be different. The things that have worked well would continue. And the things that would be different would be a greater focus on neighborhoods. I would work really hard to cut tape in City Hall, especially for small businesses. It takes 77 steps to open a brick and mortar business in the city of Detroit. In 2025, we could certainly get that down to 10 between technology and innovation. So those are the kinds of things that I would change and ensure that not only are we saying we're open and welcoming for business, but create the kind of environment where we're making it easier for everyone to do business, whether you're large or small.
You're a graduate of Cass Tech, also Wayne State University, born and raised in the city of Detroit. Education is paramount, especially for the generation coming up. What would the relationship be between your office, if you're elected mayor, and the Detroit Public Schools Community District? Would you try to take it over? Because right now, that's not part of the jurisdiction.
No, and it doesn't have to be. For the mayor to support DPS, the mayor doesn't need to control it. I would be a champion for education in the city of Detroit because it's the only way that we can truly build a strong city long term. And what that partnership and championship would look like is partnering with the schools to share costs, to create programming like after-school programs between the hours of 3 p.m. and 8 p.m., which are the most dangerous hours of the day for our kids. Recreation centers, community centers should be open during those hours. And in neighborhoods where there isn't a rec center or community center, we would open a school. And we would share costs for staffing and programming with our schools. We would strengthen vocational programming and job placement programs by leveraging the mayor's ability to convene business and philanthropy and nonprofits. So if you are at Davis Aerospace Academy, the mayor's office can convene players in that field to bring students into their businesses for internships.
Okay, we're going to take a little pause for the cause. We'll come back. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about healthcare, housing, and public safety. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Spotlight, talking to Santel Jenkins. She is the former president of the Detroit City Council. You're a cancer survivor.
Yes.
If elected mayor, what role, or is there a role, for the executive branch in the city to play in terms of the health care of its citizens? Or is that a Lansing issue, a Washington issue, and not something that local government can really have that much influence on?
So first, I think that every issue that Detroiters face is an issue for the mayor. Even when, like the schools, even if they don't control it, they can advocate, they can lobby, and they can influence. So healthcare is one of those things that the mayor would play a pivotal role in convening our stakeholders in the healthcare industry, also in prioritizing public health through our Detroit Health Department and ensuring that our health department is able to provide the safety net and the necessities of public health for our citizens, reducing infant mortality rates around the city of Detroit. And I'm sure you know that we have one of the highest infant mortality rates in the country. So the mayor can impact that. The mayor can impact whether this is an environment where medical systems and medical technology firms are locating and hiring our people, as well as making sure that we're benefiting from having those companies here. And as a breast cancer survivor, making sure that our residents aren't having to choose between things like transportation to chemotherapy and childcare because they don't have access to affordable childcare in their neighborhood. Those should not be choices that our citizens have to make. So the mayor can affect those things.
You're a social worker by trained profession.
Yeah.
You also worked with the late Mary Ann Mahaffey, who was also a social worker. What did you learn from her that you would take into this job?
I learned so many things from Mary Ann, but the one conversation with Mary Ann that sums it up is Mary Ann told me that social workers put Band-Aids on wounds caused by poor public policy. She said we need good people to run for office and get in on the front end because it reduces damage on the back end. And that conversation changed my life, literally, because it changed my perspective on politics, it changed my perspective on social work and public policy and my understanding of how they're connected and related.
Two key issues. As this city grows, as it regentrifies, whatever term one wants to use, housing is key.
Yeah.
How do you make it so it's affordable for young people and senior citizens particularly, because many of them have been here through the thick and thin of it all? And how do you make our neighborhoods safer? And we should certainly acknowledge the fact that Detroit has made some great strides in terms of safety, but it's still an issue of concern depending on what neighborhood you may be in.
That's exactly right. So I will start with housing. My plan would be to use affordable housing bonds to build more housing around the city. And it's important that when we talk about affordability, we understand that that is different levels for different people. We need affordable housing for our lowest income and most vulnerable citizens, but we also have young couples with college degrees who can't find affordable housing, especially when you consider the mortgage and the taxes. And then, like you said, we have senior citizens who, when they get to their golden years and have to make decisions, often relocate outside of the city because there aren't a lot of high quality options for them here in the city. So my housing plan that would be a part of that larger strategic master plan includes affordable housing at every level. As a social worker, it's important to start with prevention. We can't over-police ourselves into safety. We have to start by trying to prevent those crimes in the first place. And part of that is that partnership with the schools and creating career pathways for our young people, making sure that we're providing great opportunities for them during those dangerous hours when they're likely to be pulled into things like gangs and drugs. And again, that's 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Every police officer should be a community officer, and they should be stopping at the coffee shop and the grocery store and the restaurant saying, hey, I'm Officer Jenkins, you good today? Everything good? All right, I'll see you in a couple days. It builds trust between the officer and our residents because they know each other. It prevents crime or reduces crime because, as Benny Napoleon used to say, criminals are opportunists. They go where it's easy.
If elected by the citizens to become the next mayor, you would be the first female mayor of this city. What would that mean, and what would the significance of it mean? And why has it taken Detroit all these 300 some odd years and still haven't done that?
Yes. I can't answer why it's taken so long.
Okay, we'll leave that on the table.
In this amount of
But
time,
what would
right?
it mean if you become the next mayor?
It would be huge. It means so much for this city, right? In other major cities where women have led, they've led differently. We know that women lead differently. Most women lead putting people first. The fact that I'm a social worker certainly means it would be people first and looking at systems holistically, how families are impacted by the policies that we address. And it means that little girls around this city, my 12-year-old self, could watch the mayor on TV and say, wow, if she could do it, I can do it too. So my hope is to be an inspiration for everybody, little girls and little boys through my actions, but for girls and young women to see a woman leading the city would be a game changer, especially since the majority of our voters are women.
Santel Jenkins, thanks so much for coming in, sharing all this information with us. Good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Chair.
It's our pleasure. And coming up, we'll talk to Detroit mayoral candidate Fred Durhal III. We'll be right back. Councilmember Durhal, thanks for coming in today on Spotlight. Your campaign slogan for mayor is Fred Durhal III delivers for Detroit. Why did you pick that particular slogan?
Yeah, Chuck, we've been delivering for Detroit for a very long time. I served in the state legislature 2 terms. And in that time, we were able to deliver over $1 billion back here to the city for city services, no cuts in revenue sharing, help save programs like DAPSEP, Flip the Script. Also got money to test over 1,000 untested sexual assault kits.
What are you proudest of that you've done on the Detroit City Council?
The thing that I'm most proud of on the Detroit City Council is pushing affordable housing forward. We sponsored an ordinance called the Pilot Fast Track Ordinance, which is slated to create over 1,400 new affordable housing units per year in the city of Detroit. But I would say just taking care of my district. You know, I walked into a district that had a lot of apathy, had little development or new development. We had no recreation centers, and now we have 2 recreation centers totaling over $30 million. We have over $30 million of affordable housing built in my district, and we created 400 new jobs that are now an automotive supplier for GM. And so I think I'm most proud of the development, turning my district around, but also creating opportunities for Detroiters.
If elected to the executive position running the city of Detroit, what do you see as your relationship with the Detroit City Council and with the legislators in Lansing having sat in both of those bodies before, but now this being a new perch where it's the three branches of government.
Yeah, so, I've said it before, in order to continue Detroit's growth, you need experienced leadership. And so when we talk about that experienced leadership, I am the only candidate that has served on the state level and now on the city level. And so we've fostered relationships in Lansing. We have institutional knowledge, legislative acumen to be able to get some of our ideas passed. But on the Detroit City Council, we forged a lot of great relationships as well. I have great relationships with my colleagues, as well as folks in city departments. I think that is going to be instrumental in moving this city forward. Someone who has the experience, who can get to work on day one and get a lot of what we need through Lansing. A lot of those roads are going to lead through Lansing, whether that's property tax reform or whether that's creating sustainable sources for funding for public safety. Those roads lead through Lansing, and you're going to need someone who knows how to get there.
And what would be new with a Fred Durhal administration?
I'm going to focus more on our commercial corridors. I want to expand our commercial corridors, create walkable communities where residents have access to fresh groceries, have access to a pharmacy, a local doctor's office, as well as retail, and create a main street in every single district here in the city. And we'll do that by utilizing some of the tools that we have used to help grow downtown and expand that out through our neighborhoods to help our residents have a better quality of life in, again, corridors that are adjacent to that neighborhood.
Ultimately, the state is responsible for education in this state. You've been in Lansing where you've heard those debates. You've had to debate over how much money each district potentially gets. What role would you like the mayor's office to play in education, or should they just keep hands off, which is basically the position now because they don't elect who the next superintendent is?
Well, I think that's true. I've said it. I do not want to control the schools, but I do want to have a better level of communication with our schools in our district. We have a plan to establish a Detroit Education Commission that will be comprised of the superintendent, the elected board of DPSCD, as well as charter school leadership, parents, teachers, our unions, public and private partnerships, and our philanthropic community, our Detroit City Council, as well as my administration. And we are going to work to create individualized learning plans for each student so we can track the data and know what path that we're putting them on. I've said it that I am interested in creating a path that leads to colleges and careers and not cages and caskets. And so the way that we have to do that is track each student, put them in the lane and the path that they're on so we can ensure by the time that they graduate from the 12th grade, we know if they're going to be an entrepreneur, or we know if they're going to go into our skilled trades or even go to college. And I think if we come together in a collaborative way, we'll have the ability to do that, and we'll see a better city of Detroit regarding education.
All right, Councilmember Durhal, we're going to take a little break. We'll come right back with some more questions right after this. What role do you see healthcare playing as chief executive of this city?
Oh, I think healthcare is a issue here, not just here in the city of Detroit, but across our country. When we look at the cuts to Medicare, when we hear about the cuts to Medicaid, it's particularly concerning for our seniors. As I go around and talk to seniors in the city of Detroit, and they talk about the potential cuts to healthcare and to Medicare and Medicaid, there's a lot of fear. And so I think we have to provide better access with what we have right now. But we are also going to have to use our bully pulpit as well as work in a collaborative effort with our federal legislators to ensure that there are no cuts to health care. But we all want to make sure that our residents have access and make sure that they are able to have health care to be able to provide and lead, or should I say, healthier lives. So when we look at health care in the city of Detroit, right now we're pretty good. But if you talk to some of our retirees who lost their health care during the bankruptcy, that is a concern. And so we would be looking at ways to re-examine how we do healthcare better, even for our retirees moving forward here in the city.
What do you see as the future of economic development for Detroit? As a member of the Detroit City Council, that's one of the key committees that you've been in charge of.
Yeah, I think the future of economic development here in the city of Detroit is bright. And we want to create an environment that says Detroit is the place where you can do business. You know, I've said it, we want to cut more red tape so we can cut more red ribbons here in the city of Detroit. And I think the way that we do that.
And is that what you hear the most from current business owners, particularly
yeah.
small business owners?
Oh yeah, we hear all the time that sometimes it is hard to do business in the city of Detroit. I sponsored a procurement ordinance that will allow smaller businesses as well as developers to be able to contract with our city right now. But we've got to expand it. I want to create a one-stop shop, a one-stop permitting process, and a one-stop inspection process so we can expedite, should I say, development to make sure that we are moving these projects across the finish line. When we look at regions close to us, you know, they cut a lot of that red tape, and what it does is fosters an environment where developers and builders want to come there. We want to have that same type of feel and saying that Detroit is open for business, it is open for development, and this is the place that you should build.
Final question, you come from a family of public servants. If you look at the experience that you've had both from your own family and that young person that may be thinking about should I or should I not go into public service, especially given the tenor and tone of the times, what advice would you give them?
I would give them advice that they should go into public service. You know, I would say throughout my lifetime, I have been tremendously blessed to have a friend, a father, and a mentor all wrapped in one that kind of fueled my desire to go into public service. Sometimes it seems like a thankless job, and there's a lot of sacrifices, but at the end of the day, if you have the ability to improve people's lives here in the city of Detroit, or no matter what level of government or how you serve, I think that is something that you can take home with you at night when you look yourself in the mirror and say, man, I've done an amazing job. And so to those who are thinking about public service or getting involved, I encourage you to. I will tell you, for me, it has been just an amazing honor to have the ability to serve our residents on the state level, now on the city level, and I'm hoping that we can serve them as their next mayor of the city of Detroit.
All right. Fred Durhal III, thanks so much for coming in. Good luck on the campaign trail.
Thank you.
We'll stay in touch with you.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks to candidates Sontel Jenkins and Fred Durhal III. In the weeks to come, you'll hear from more candidates. And happy Father's Day to all the men out there. I'm Chuck Stokes. Good day.